this project called Looking Glass together for a couple of months, and before that I worked solo, and before that I worked again with some wonderful collaborators, which I'll get into shortly. So Looking Glass is a video game at its most basic level. It was created on the Unity 3D game engine platform. So I hold strongly to the fact that it is a video game, but it began as a theater piece. So at heart, it's really theater and performance installation and all of these things that strive for liveness in their like essence. So yeah, Adrian, do you know if you want to say anything about just to introduce a little bit?
Yeah, sure. I think Emily has been really working with a number of different people, both in terms of the artists who have contributed some video pieces and other kinds of pieces to this overall project, and with some technicians and various other people at different stages of this project, which we can talk more about. But I think, you know, she's been the real driving force from the beginning of this piece, which started, well, I guess, I don't know when you could say it started, right? You've kind of been working on a piece of this nature from the beginning of about at least a year ago, right? But
yeah, so it was September or October a year ago that we started on the theatrical version. And I guess I'll talk a little bit about the history of the piece. In September, October, I started working on this project with John DeGaetano, who's primarily a scenic designer, but it's a wonderful devising artist also, and Jenny Renee Cunningham, also fabulous, as a theater piece, as a devised work around the theme of, originally we used the word utopia. We don't use that word anymore. We use the word better. After a lot of testing and trial and error and feedback, we have determined that staging utopia is not a viable option for so many reasons. Whose utopia? What utopia? You know, utopia is creepy. You know, so many things. So, so we were working around this idea of better, and then our performance was scheduled for I think April 20th and 21st. And who can guess what happened? April 2020. We didn't do the show. We did instead, I thought about how to translate it to the virtual space that was available at that point. And because it was a piece that was about interactivity and liveness and communication between the audience and their agency and the performers, I thought that it would make sense to do a video game where you could have a live avatar in the space and kind of interact with the world around you. I thought that would give more agency than the other options that I could consider personally. So at that point, I learned how to code, which was lots of fun. So forgive me if there are bugs. I've done my best. And then shortly after that, Adrian and Michael Redman joined me on the team to do this latest version that you're going to see today. So that's a little bit about it. I wonder if we can talk about what we're going to do now.
Yeah, let's save some of the more kind of specific talking about the piece maybe till after its experience.
Totally.
So this video game is playable through a discrete URL link. So if you would like to go and play this game right now, we will give, is the link, do we have the screen up? No, not yet. But we will give you that link so you can go away and play it. The time it takes to play can vary, sometimes about 25 to 30 minutes, longer. Well, I'm pretty good at it, so it takes me 25 to 30 minutes. But, you know, it can vary. So you can go into that. If you just prefer to see the game played, you can hang out in here. Emily's going to go away and play through a version of the game that you can watch her do up on the big screen behind us. So yeah, those two options. So then you can do that, and then we can talk about it afterwards, or you can go and play it yourself. It is a fairly resource-intensive.
I just have a suggestion, actually. I would love to get everybody started watching with us, and then then invite you to join the link, which I'll put up in my stream from OBS. So that should be clear at that point, just so that we can get started all together and have an idea, because there's not a lot of help once you get into it. So I just want to kind of softly lead us in and kind of demonstrate and just walk you through my experience with it, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's great. You want to go ahead and go get set up for that, and we'll hold it down here.
Yeah. How does everybody feel about that? Is that something we're ready for? Cool. I'll take that as enthusiastic consent. And I'm going to drop out of what are we in? Nowhere. Drop out of Nowhere for a few minutes to set up, and I will join you shortly in a very mysterious place. And we'll go from there. Sounds good. Adrian will stay with you, though, to keep you wonderful company and answer any questions you might have at that point. Cool. I'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks, Emily. So you can keep your eyes peeled on the big space behind us underneath the base. I think we should be seeing the screen shortly. I think I don't know if anybody here is familiar with the Unity platform, but it's a pretty great way to get started with video game development and design. It's a free-to-use software unless you tend to want to make something large, a large commercial game. But for artists using Unity, it's great. And we have the stream ready to go, it looks like. So Emily's gonna, if you watch here, Emily's gonna go start through playing the game. And do we have on the screen the URL for the game? I think we'll get that to you shortly if you want to go play it. So we'll keep our eyes watching here. All right, here we go. So as you can see, the URL is playlookingglass.com. If you want to go away and play it yourself. But
I'm just going to wait for the Heidi that we're live. And there's a slight delay, so forgive me if it's a little bit of an awkward introduction, but bear with us for just a second, and then we'll get started. All right, fabulous. I think we're live. Again, I'm Emily. This is going to be Looking Glass. Thank you so much for joining us with this playthrough and a little bit of a guided entrance. So wonderful. I'm getting confirmation that I am visible and audible, which is always excellent confirmation when you're dealing with the digital realm. So let's go ahead and get started. Sounds good. So again, Looking Glass. What I'm going to do right now, just to reiterate, is play through for a few minutes, kind of give you the feel for it, give a couple of hints maybe, because there's a little bit of a tricky bit at the beginning. And then I'm going to invite you to play yourselves, because it's really about your, as I've said before, agency and your experience personally with the game. So I want to offer that opportunity after a couple minutes of this play together. And I'll let you know when, so don't worry, you won't miss it. But yeah, let's get started.
Well, it's very hard to say that we don't.
I'm pretty sure it's hard to
April 2020. When I was little, I knew a story
of a little red house with no windows and no doors, but that held a little blue star inside. My mother would cut open the apple along the horizon, and we would watch the seeded sunrise. No windows, no doors. But I am grown. Things have changed. Families drift apart. And I am too busy, too tired, bored, too scared, too busy for a star.
Art is not a mirror, not a hammer with which to shape it. Rachel Brett. Tip: use the arrow keys, keyboard buttons, and your mouse or trackpad to interact with the world around you. Survive your 9 to 5. Okay, so I'll just read a couple things to you in case it's super legible. But yeah, so this is the first scene of the game. And you can look at the serial number of the or printer. I'm not sure which it is. Work, I guess. Let's do it. Or so nothing much here. I am thirsty, so yeah, okay. That's a tip right there. If you're thirsty, get a drink. But I did want to check out the and to do that. Every day at work, I do my right. My name is what? How is that? Welcome to the meeting. What do you do at work? I don't really